beautiful analogy, isn't it? This young princess, our princess Elizabeth, came to the throne. She was 25 years old, a young queen, and that sense of power. And in this beautiful dragon, you're getting that sense of magnitude, the enormity of what she was taking on as a young woman who wasn't born to do this role and who is now our longest reigning monarch. She is wisdom personified.
And I think also that idea of trying to get a beast so big that you can't control it, trying to get it to work with you, to follow you, to connect with you. So you'll see the puppeteers exchanging almost like a rolling substitutes bench, but 15 of them operating the puppet at any one time.
Claire, I think one of the puppeteers is Michael Brett, and he was one of the puppeteers for the Warhorse Salute, which I'm sure many people will remember back from the last Jubilee, which was also such a spectacular highlight, wasn't it? People are just marveled by this puppetry. It's astonishing, beautiful to watch.
I went to see The Lion King last week with my niece, and I'd never seen it before. And the way it might move, and then whether it's lions or indeed horses or birds.
We saw those birds, didn't we, last night at the concert? They were spectacular. Also so lovely to see so many of the younger generations of the royal family here. I think there have been so many unexpected highlights, haven't there? So many surprises in this wonderful Jubilee weekend, but certainly seeing the Cambridges, and we saw obviously Prince George and Princess Charlotte at the concert last night, but to see the three children take part in their first ever Trooping the Colour and riding out in those carriages was certainly a highlight for myself, and I'm sure for many people watching.
And they're going to love this section because this is the Queen's Beasts, and from the Isle of Wight, a company called Shademakers. They're telling the story of the convergence of the four corners of the UK, and the creatures and the costumes representing a different nation, and they're coming to life and they're dancing to the rhythms of drums and pipes from all over the world. We've got a lion with Scottish heraldry there, and we've got the unicorns and horses. And Scotland famed for its long history of myths and legends, with the unicorn taking pride of place. And for Wales, we had a lion, and obviously here the dragon, the red dragon of Wales. And lots of farmyard animals as well. So we've got 10 pigs, we've got 10 chickens, 8 sheep and a fox.
There's some swans in there, ravens, a falcon, red and white roses. This piece in all features 150 costumes.
And there's such a variety of performers, aged from 12 to 70. Isn't that wonderful?
And the Batalala, the 70 drummers from Hampshire-based Batala, Portsmouth, playing authentic Afro-Brazilian samba reggae music. Northern Ireland with sorry, go on. I was just going to talk about Northern Ireland. Go ahead, Scott.
You said the shade makers based from the Isle of Wight. Of course, the Isle of Wight has a 135-year history of carnival, which began with Queen Victoria's Golden Jubilee in 1887. They hosted a special event there, so they're very proud to bring their carnival tradition to yet another Jubilee celebration this afternoon.
So the lion there with the Northern Ireland heraldry and a snake behind it. So St Patrick is meant to have stood atop an Irish hillside and banished snakes from the island of Ireland. So therefore represented here by a snake. There's going to be an Irish wolfhound as well, operated by 6 people. But those snakes, the students from various schools in Gosport in Hampshire coming together to bring that slithering serpent to life.
Of course, we're watching this in London, but I think it's worth pointing out that the royals this weekend have been all over the United Kingdom, which obviously we're seeing represented here today. We've had the Princess Royal in Scotland with her husband, the Island Countess of Wessex, were in Northern Ireland yesterday. Duke and Duchess of Cambridge travelled to Cardiff. So we're seeing the royals in all corners of the UK, and that's obviously what we're seeing represented through all of this symbolism and carnival today.
And here we have the swans, and this part of the England section of the parade, and 5 stunning swans. And influence, if you've seen Follies, the dresses have taken their influence from the costumes of the showgirls of the Folies Bergère, and they are swimming majestically down the Mall, and 6 ravens behind them. And the popular, obviously, theory and reality that ravens live at and protect the Tower of London, and are charged with protecting the crown. And a rainbow peacock there, twirling in the middle. And we can start to hear now the sounds of the wedding party. Saw 12 red and white roses there dancing around the dramatic and beautiful peacock, and the Ventnor Jazz Band behind them from the Isle of Wight. And actually the first time in its 110 years of existence that they've ever performed off the Isle of Wight. $150 different costumes in this section, and great history, as you were saying, Scott, of carnival on the Isle of Wight. Queen Victoria very keen on the island.
Very much so.
You see behind the pink beginning of the wedding party from Nutcut. It's a Bollywood-inspired intergenerational wedding party. You see the children are really loving the colour, the music.